Medical Ethics and Law in the third semester, Faculty of Medicine, Medical Ethics and Law. 1. Definition and Scope. Definition of medical ethics. Medical ethics is a branch of moral philosophy that discusses the principles and moral rules in medical practice. Objective: to ensure that medical decisions always respect human dignity, patient rights, and societal welfare. Definition of medical law. Medical law is a set of legal regulations governing the relationship between doctors, patients, and medical institutions, including the legal obligations of doctors in practice. Objective: to protect patients from malpractice and ensure doctors perform their duties according to standards. 2. Learning objectives for Semester 3. The third semester study of medical ethics and law focuses on the application of ethical principles and laws in real-world situations, including complex cases frequently encountered in the field. General objective: to integrate ethical and legal principles to support professional and humane decision-making. Specific objectives. 1. To develop analytical skills in ethical and legal dilemmas. 2. To provide practical understanding of the application of medical law. 3. To enhance awareness of moral and legal responsibilities in medical practice. 3. In-depth ethical principles studied. In the third semester, students not only learn the basics of ethics but also analyze and apply the following principles. A beneficence, doing good. Doctors must prioritize the patient's well-being. Example: providing the best possible treatment without considering personal gain. B. Non-maleficence, do no harm. Doctors must not cause harm to patients, whether physically, mentally, or socially. Example: avoiding experimental treatments without the patient's consent. C. Autonomy, respect for patients' rights. Patients have the right to make their own medical decisions after receiving clear information. Example: respecting a patient's decision to decline surgery for personal reasons. D. Justice, fairness. Doctors must provide equal care to all patients without discrimination. Example: prioritizing critically ill patients regardless of economic background. 4. Application of medical law. Medical law studied in the third semester focuses more on clinical practice applications, such as informed consent. Doctors must provide complete information to patients before performing medical procedures. Information includes diagnosis of the disease, the procedure to be performed, risks, benefits, and alternatives. The patient's right to accept or decline the procedure. B. Medical records as legal documents. Medical records are used as evidence in legal disputes. Doctors must ensure that medical records are complete, clear, and accurate, kept confidential in accordance with the Personal Data Protection Law. See Medical Malpractice. 1. Types of malpractice. Negligence. Failure to perform medical actions according to standards. Misconduct. Deliberately performing actions contrary to law or ethics. 2. Case examples. A doctor administers the wrong dosage of medication, causing harm. A doctor discloses patient medical information without consent. 3. Legal consequences. Criminal charges, civil lawsuits, or administrative sanctions from professional organizations. D. Patient and doctor rights and obligations. Patient rights to receive clear information, to receive medical services without discrimination. Doctor obligations to provide services according to medical standards, to protect patient privacy. 5. Case studies in medical ethics and law. A. Refusal of medical treatment. 1. Situation. A patient refuses a blood transfusion for religious reasons. 2. Ethical analysis. Autonomy principle. Respect the patient's right to refuse treatment. Beneficence principle. The doctor must still seek alternative treatments. 3. Legal analysis. A doctor cannot force a patient to undergo medical procedures without consent. B. Surgical malpractice. 1. Situation. A doctor leaves surgical instruments inside a patient's body. 2. Legal analysis. This negligence constitutes medical malpractice and may lead to legal action. 3. Prevention. Adhering to standard operating procedures, SOPs. C. Patient data privacy violation. 1. Situation. Patient data is shared on social media without consent. 2. Legal analysis. Violates the personal data protection law. 3. Ethical action. The doctor must apologize and ensure such incidents are not repeated. 6. Learning methods in Semester 3A. Real case discussions. Discussing real legal and ethical cases that have occurred in the medical world, both in Indonesia and internationally. Case example. Conflict between doctors and patients in medical decision-making. B. Simulations and role-playing. Students enact doctor-patient scenarios to practice handling ethical and legal dilemmas. C. Field visits. Observing directly in hospitals or health institutions to understand the application of law and ethics. D. Studying laws and codes of ethics. Examining the Medical Practice Act, Regional International Medical Code of Ethics, and other relevant regulations. 7. Challenges and solutions. Challenges. 1. Conflicts between ethics and law. Actions that are ethical may not always be legal, and vice versa. 2. Advances in medical technology. Lack of clear regulations for technologies like telemedicine or AI. 3. Cultural and religious differences. Medical decisions often clash with patients' cultural or religious values. Solutions. integrating ethical and legal approaches in decision-making, enhancing education on ethics and law for doctors. Conclusion: medical ethics and law in the third semester is designed to prepare students to face complex real-world situations. By understanding and applying ethical principles and legal frameworks, students are expected to become morally and professionally responsible doctors in the future.